Hey there! We've been playing a lot of RoboQuest and just recently uploaded a video of us beating the game on the hardest difficulty with the starting pistol. Now, this is cool and all, but I was also playing my favorite class, the Ranger. They have invisibility capabilities and an extremely strong javelin ability, as well as crit synergy. I honestly feel like I might be crutching Ranger a little bit, so we decided to spice it up and leave our comfort zone by trying out a new class.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a Commando run.
Now, I've tried out Commando once before in the early access, but to say I know the ins and outs of the class would be a bit of an overstatement. Jumping headfirst into the hardest difficulty the game has to offer with him would be a challenge for sure.
Alright, let's find out why.
Now, I'm not really that big a fan of demolition archetypes in games, so the abilities didn't really draw me in since they're a rocket and a wrist-mounted shotgun, the Shorty. What really does draw me in though is the passive ability Fury. Whenever I get a kill, I get 2 Fury points, and whenever I hit a boss with a rocket or the Shorty, I get 4 of them, to a max of 16 by default. Each point gives me a 1% increase to fire rate, reload, and ability attack speed, with a 0.5% increase to movement speed. With a max of 16 points, this means that I get a bonus of 16% and 8% to the respective stats by default whenever the chaos is cranked up to 11. This is what caught my attention. Surely these numbers could go much higher once we get into the thick of it.
Let's go. I just misclicked so hard that I swear to God that was not intentional.
The run was already off to a great start.
At least we have a phenomenal Grandma's shotgun. Wow. What an opener.
The reason our Grandma's shotgun was so good was because it had the affix freewheel, which gives it a 15% chance to fire twice.
Comes with firewheel. Or freewheel.
Grandma's shotgun is a phenomenal early game weapon just because it has high base damage and wreck as its base affix, making it efficient against groups of enemies by decreasing the max amount of pellets required to get max damage on a target. Shout out to Jinx Smurfit on clarifying what exactly the wreck affix's effect was, since the in-game description is kind of vague.
Increase weapon ammo, but decrease reload speed. Well, if we have Fury, it won't matter. Generates 2, no longer fades over time, but taking damage consumes 12 points. Yo, it's just like it's like we're role-playing as Ranger. Effects generating Fury. Okay, hold on. That would pair incredibly well with this other thing that I just got. That just generates Fury over time.
Self-control is a skill that feels like it was made specifically for me. It allows me to stay at max stacks of Fury at all times, as long as I don't get hit, giving the player a high-risk, high-reward playstyle that I'm a huge fan of.
Grandma Shotgun is better than a name than... No, really, it is. You joke. I don't. That's serious. Ooh, we're trading our shovel out for the kunai. I just can't pass up the kunai. I mean, come on. Who can pass up the kunai? Let's go quarry. Let's go ruins. Feeling ruins.
Now, many would disagree, but the kunai is my favorite weapon in the game as of now. It could just be the Ranger man in me, but I find the crit multiplier of 3.75 at base is incredibly attractive and makes this weapon addicting to use. The real question is if it would be a good fit for Commando like it is for Ranger. When I took the kunai, I imagined it pairing really well with the fire rate and reload benefits of Fury stacks, but at least in the early game, Grandma's shotgun was just tearing through everything, rendering the kunai useless. The need for increased single target damage would be what we bring the kunai out for in this run.
Perish. No, we ran out of ammo in the shotgun. Unfortunate timing for a reload. Let's see. Increase maximum Fury points by 2. Increase the amount of Fury points generated by self-control. That's big. Yeah, let's just do that. Honestly, we can just do a gun build and just max out Fury. That seems great.
It was all coming together. Seeing Grandma's shotgun have this fast of a fire rate while we were still in the canyons made the idea of this class's gun build potential very enticing.
There, we can kind of counteract the reload speed nerf that we took. Dude, this grandma's shotgun is going nuts. What a good roll we have.
This was the room that I made up my mind about the Commando. It was going to be a class I enjoyed playing. It made me power hungry. I needed to increase my Fury point cap, needed more attack speed, more reload, more movement.
Well, Commando seems pretty good so far. Big recommend from Nova, coming in hot. Coming in clutch with the recommend. Actually, Emilio also recommended it earlier on. And that was cool. Yikes, we took a lot of damage there. That little spin. Phantom Rocket. Ooh, that seems pretty good. Repairs part of your scratch damage every second for each point of Fury. That also seems pretty good. Weapon damage by 25, but reduces your weapon slots by 1 every 4 seconds your next reload. I don't want to take Hot Potato or Repair of Fury. I want to see what Repair of Fury evolves into.
Repair of Fury wasn't the same eye candy that a 25% increase to weapon damage with an instant reload every 6 seconds was, but I was new to the class and wanted to see what these skills could become.
But reduce the amount of Fury points taken. No. While you have no scratch damage, increase fire rate and reload speed. That sounds quite good. I'm glad I took Repair of Fury.
For those who don't know, whenever a new skill is acquired, it adds new skills into the pool whenever you level up that serve as an upgrade to that base skill. You can usually tell if a skill is an upgrade of another if it highlights the base skill in the top left of the screen when hovering over it.
It's like Zane from Borderlands 3. One of the most fun experiences you can ever have in gaming is playing as speed build Zane with kill skills in Borderlands 3. Zane was so good. He was. More of an Amara fan myself, but I can't deny how insanely fun Zane is.
We just picked up the coffee mug, which increases fire rate and reload speed by 10% each. Very beneficial to what we're putting together here.
We have so much fire rate in this build right now. This is insane.
The Power Fantasy was hitting just right. I had completely forgotten I even had a kunai at this point, and I was having way too much fun with my funny fast-firing boomstick to even bother swapping to something else. Grandma's shotgun had cemented itself as the weapon I was gonna ride or die with this run.
Go, Moose Boss. Reload right in front of his face. Didn't even need to. I'm just gonna go in here real quick. You guys have fun out there. Armor, no. We'll take this.
Now, unless we're trying to speedrun, I want to go for as much XP as possible, so I clear out any area of the map that fosters enemies, including going a little out of the way for caves and loot zones. The loot they provide is also something I won't say no to, but more often than not, it's the secondary incentive to XP because of how often I end up just taking more power cells. Our first boss was coming up, and this was a big deal. We were cleaving through enemies left and right, but was our build capable of high single target damage? This would be a great way to gauge the versatility of our build.
This looks so wild. Yeah, it is. It is quite fun. It's very fast, just like Nova said.
Yes, the build was absolutely capable of dealing high single target damage. I don't even think my ranger can regularly clear bosses this fast unless I get a lot of crit damage off rip and melt with kunai. But Grandma's shotgun dealing this much damage to a boss was just unprecedented in my experience with the game, and a very welcome surprise.
Wow. Increase reload speed and movement speed. Increase armor. Ooh, I don't know. Dexterity's looking pretty good, honestly. No, we'll roll. Reduce the amount of... No. Crit damage, though. I'll take crit damage.
Looking back, I probably should have grabbed dexterity as it would have played more into the build that we're going for, and the extra movement speed would be great if we ever ran into the Viking helmet, a certain item that increases our damage by whatever our bonus movement speed is.
That was a big upgrade. Hey, there we go. Increase all damage by half your bonus movement speed. That's what we're looking for.
Even though I'm focusing on my weapons this run, the abilities themselves were starting to grow on me as well. They certainly weren't the stars of the show in this run, but it felt good to have 2 more methods of destruction at my fingertips when an enemy was either too far or we had to enter a reload animation. I could see these abilities scaling up considerably in future runs to the point where they would be consistently leaving nothing but a crater in their wake as soon as you move from room to room.
I don't like this thing staring at me. Pointing that big old laser at me all the time.
Playing Commando also opened up my eyes to the practicality of many of the items that I would just ignore when playing as Ranger. For anyone that's either new to the game or planning on getting it, I highly advise leaving your comfort zone for this reason alone. Things you might have thought to be useless could actually make a huge difference with just a small change in circumstance. This game in particular really captures the essence of a roguelike, even though it doesn't seem to have many roguelite elements on pen and paper. This game may not have a wide variety of tools, but it knows how to work with each and every one of them, unlike some games that have hundreds of items, but only a few ever see the light of day.
Damn, I thought I could just clear it. I thought I could just jump over it. I was moving so fast. Honestly, we can take that. It'll buff our rocket up a lot against beefier enemies. Potassium, hell yeah. That's what we need. That's what the Commando needs. Yeah, you were not kidding, Nova. This is fun as hell. I'm loving this. Thank you. Increase fire rate. Oh god. I don't know if we should. We'll do it. We'll do it. Mike requested it. He demanded it. We need it. Will you stop following me, sir? He is just chasing me around. We're just riding around the outskirts of this map. We just go in circles. Here we go. Circle time. That's circle time. I know. Yeah, it's like a bump-fired shotgun is what it feels like. It feels like I'm just bump-firing the shotgun somehow. Critical Madness. We do like this. This is also nice. Top quality. Wait, 2% chance for each Fury point? Ooh. Top quality. We'll take Critical Madness. Is there any way I can get more Fury points, or is 20 the max? Square time, man. Oh, it's a reference. It's an inside joke here.
I wasn't really paying too much attention to it, but we were also still on track to clearing G4 with an S rank, something else to look forward to. It would be quite an achievement for me if I somehow managed to clear the hardest difficulty on my first time taking the Commando into it, but we were looking pretty solid.
You can get more, but you don't think you paid attention to it? Gotcha.
Grandma's shotgun was still doing great, but it wasn't looking as strong as it was in the early game. We were still using this gun from the very beginning of the run after all. Maybe it was finally reaching its limits. Either way, we were committed to it, and unless we found a better version of Grandma's shotgun, we'd be sticking with this one.
Another kunai I will take. I just spit death out in a general direction. That's like the third kunai that's dropped in the past minute. That's kind of crazy. That was close. Good thing we hit the jetpack in time or we would have landed on a bomb. Arctic rifle. Doesn't he understand that this is a granny shotgun run? Boost to activate fire rate. Guys? Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take it.
There it was, a Grandma's shotgun that was a solid upgrade from our previous one. It even had freewheel on it, but the fact that it also did burn damage was great. The real prize here was the alt fire it had. Being able to increase fire rate and reload speed with the alt fire massively fed into our build and pushed our weapon functionality past its limits.
We don't like getting stunned. Please don't ever do that to me again. Increase maximum fury. Let's go. But auto crit. Oh, this is a hard choice. This is a very hard choice. I think I'm gonna have to go with auto crit because we're using a shotgun. Well, this is goofy, and I love it. Okay, well that was a slaughter fest. Oh my god. I wonder if we've reached max fire rate. Will the game tell me when that happens? I believe there is a maximum amount. I mean, come on, we gotta get the hot dog here.
I could not believe the damage we were dishing out to this boss. I thought the first boss was just a nice combination of Grandma's shotgun thriving in the early game and our build complementing the gun very early on. But we were out of the early game now, way past it. This gun has no business doing this much damage to Judge Ball.
No, we took damage. That's forbidden here. Let's reroll. At 1%, and increase its attack speed. Sure, we'll take that. We'll take it.
I should have grabbed Dex again, but it's not something I commonly took on my Ranger, so I just didn't feel too comfortable taking it on this run.
Here we go.
I can only imagine how crazy this could have gotten if we grabbed more dexterities, though.
Decrease rocket. I'd rather act... No, we need our shotgun to be good. Alrighty. The damage. Just wow. Okay. Yes, we will take cucumber. We love big old cucumbers here.
Cucumber is also one of my favorite items in the entire game because it gives us a 15% increase to all damage as long as we don't have any scratch damage. Whenever we take damage, a portion of it is recoverable through multiple methods. This is called scratch damage. If you remember us taking Repairabot in the ruins, then you will know that we have been repairing our scratch damage every second based on the amount of fury that we have, meaning that we essentially have a permanent 15% increase to damage, which is incredibly strong.
RoboZerker, taking damage generates 3 fury points and increases your damage. Yeah. Huh. About that. That's using rocket increases weapons and shorty damage by 30%? Ooh, but Shorty marks enemies. Okay, these are all phenomenal. I think we're gonna go with Scanning Burst just because a 50% increase of damage is better than a 30% increase of damage, so. Turns out, I think math does not lie to me. No shot I get that as soon as I pick the marking one. That's so shit. Whatever. We'll take it. What's this math you speak of? I don't know. It's this foreign concept. It's like holistic healing. It's this new thing I'm trying. Math. Wow. Just wow. The speed at which we just killed him without even like landing crits on his eye spot is just wow, just crazy. A delay on your message? You might have to refresh the stream then, Chief. Increase rocket damage, might as well. Or actually, we can do this. We can do this. They really want me to take that, so I guess I finally will. I guess we can have a slight, minuscule amount of defense in our build.
Usually in my runs, when I get past the energy lab, the run gets much easier. I think the design of Haven makes it my favorite location in the entire game, and District 13 is also an area in which mobility and verticality thrive. This run was no different, as I shredded through Haven with no issues whatsoever and just started immediately slicing through District 13. Just business as usual in the city.
Yeah, no, I can't take that. Not with a shotgun. It's just so stupid. I love it.
We had turned Grandma's shotgun into a late game weapon as well, and as much as I love my kunai, I had completely forgotten it existed. This may have been the most fun I've had in my time with the game so far, and let me tell you, this game's been riding pretty high on my fun factor scales ever since I got it.
Alright, this guy's gonna ruin my day. I'm literally going to die because it's too long range. Oh, that was close. That was very close. One additional rocket. No, we're gonna take more fury points, I think. Because we need more, you know, we need more fire rate in this build. It's a shame I didn't get a flower pot this run because I've been getting stunned quite a bit. Alright, who are we fighting?
The third boss was coming up, and by this point I was expecting Grandma's shotgun to just melt them. My expectations were certainly met. Shorty cooldown. Magazine size could be pretty good. Yeah, we'll actually go magazine size here. Meteor cannon. Okay. You know what? I just want to see it. I just want to see it. We made it to the end. It was time to take on the moon. I was feeling confident. A cold, clean-cut killing machine on their way to conjure up some more chaos. We were so close to the finish line, and the moon's design feeds beautifully into the idea of a victory lap. From the music to the close quarters arenas, it just gets the blood pumping.
I'm shocked I didn't get favorite weapon. Can Commando not roll favorite weapon? Is that not something he can do? But I would have loved to get favorite weapon. Should not have lined up for me like that, you Goliaths. Oh, you just made my day. That felt so good. Crit damage or reload speed and movement speed. I'm gonna take crit damage. Let's do this. Come on, Iris. Let's get going.
It was time to take on Iris. I've been here and triumphed many times. I was too strong to fail now. I was on top of the world. Nothing could take us down.
Alright. Might as well just upgrade this a bunch, too. In case the shotgun does not pull its weight, but something makes me think that it will.
It's pretty typical for me to avoid killing the generators when I feel I'm doing enough damage to Iris. I can survive for a long time against the laser walls if I maintain my height in the air with the use of the jetpack and grappling hook.
I don't like that that has infinite height, because like I can't even see where it's going at that point. Alright, here we go.
Phase 1 was done, and in my experience, Phase 2 is easier, even though you can get killed much faster. I'd fumbled the fight. We were so close to greatness, and I just dropped the ball at the end. I wasn't gonna let it end there, though. I was determined and filled with vengeance. Iris would pay. I had taken a few days off streaming to celebrate my birthday, but after a few days, I woke up in a cold sweat, remembering how Iris had humiliated me. It was 4 a.m., the degenerate hours, and I had assumed the role of said degenerate to find the strength to defeat Iris.
You ready to see me pop off? Guaranteed win here. The lack of sleep guarantees my victory.
We had gotten lucky and found a fantastic junk rifle. We were set for a while. It was time to fight our way to the moon again for the final showdown.
Be an interesting run. Wish me luck. Iris, you may have kept the grandma shotgun from me, but my weapons are underleveled and I brought them just to clown on you for the previous attempts. You will not get away with this.
We were standing before Iris with our arsenal at hand. It consisted of that same fantastic junk rifle we had found at the ruins and a behemoth shotgun that we weren't planning on using. I had wanted to find a grandma's shotgun to best Iris with out of spite, but not a single one dropped from any source in this run. I decided to redeem myself through imposing a handicap on myself. I had refused to upgrade my junk rifle, and even though it was fantastic rarity, it was only level 5 going into this boss fight. Normally your weapons would be level 13 to 14, but I wanted the challenge, the satisfaction of mastering the Iris fight. And so here we were.
What an unfortunate time to get hacked. Okay, well, let's hug the wall. Hug the wall. Here we go. Phase 2. This is gonna be tough. Wish me luck. a little harder when you can't just melt them. But we got an A rank. Oh my god. Woo! And there it was. We had taken our revenge and vanquished the source of our sorrows with a high degree of mastery over the fight. This felt good. I've picked it up. I've learned the moveset to a degree. That was... I was holding my breath there. That shit was scary. Wow. Okay. And there you have it. This is only scratching the surface of what Commando is capable of. I only focused on a very niche aspect of his kit, and I highly recommend checking him out and experimenting to see what works best with you. Also, let me know what your favorite class is in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to support the channel, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It helps out tremendously and I appreciate it. If you ever want to hang out live, check out my Twitch in the description. I hope you all have a great day. I'm Hatterax, signing off. Peace.